Good afternoon, class. In today's class on child development, we're going to look at the positive effects that art can have on a child's early years. Now, I'm sure you're all conscious of the physical benefits. For example, when children dance regularly, their ability to move well and control their body can develop rapidly as a result. However, there are different kinds of dance. If all a child does is perform traditional dances or even the latest dances from pop videos, then the child is constantly following instructions. There is always a right place and a wrong place to be, or a correct way and an incorrect way to move one's arms or hold one's head. On the other hand, if children have the opportunity to do free dance, to show their own original movements to a piece of music, the whole picture changes. Now the children are making choices for themselves. They are listening to the music and expressing their feelings in the ways that they hold their bodies and the ways they move their bodies within space. Okay, you may have 20 children doing this at the same time, so the dance may not look very organized, but what's going on inside the children's minds is very different. Because there is no wrong way to move or place to be, there is no way to fail, and children are free to enjoy the adventure of creating their own dance, even if it's very simple. Dance is an interesting example because of the freedom it offers. The children don't need to use any equipment except their own bodies, but since dance is so temporary, it's not always easy to measure a child's progress, especially in a large class. Other arts, such as painting and sculpture, produce results that a teacher or parent can look at later and see how the child's work is developing. Now, as with dance, art lessons can affect a child's physical ability and the development of motor skills, the ability to use one's hands, arms, and legs, for example, and to use them in exactly the way that you intend. Art supports the development of these skills from simple activities like learning to use a pencil to much more difficult activities such as playing the piano or making a sculpture of an animal. In these activities, young children, of course, learn to use tools such as paints, brushes, scissors, and so on. And many experts think that if children don't learn these skills at an early age, it can cause problems when they are learning to write later. However, just as important, or perhaps even more important, are the decisions and choices that a child has to make to paint, build, or sculpt something. Every time a child makes a choice, the piece he or she is working on becomes more and more his or her own, an original piece of work. Children also have to solve a lot of problems when doing artwork, and solving these problems can help them develop into good students and future members of society. Now, class, what do you think is the best form of art for children? Let's have some opinions.